All right, everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. And I want to do a video here where we sort of take a step back, calm down, take some deep breaths, and talk about this new Sith fleet. I reported on it to you guys that the Leviathan is here. If you missed it, right, for some reason, you're living under a rock, on the 12th, Conquest Volume 10 begins soon. Blueprints for the new ship, Fury class interceptor, will be available for a limited time. Obviously, it's from the Old Republic Star Wars game, which is there. I would love to be able to get my hands on the original versions of that. It's going to be flown by Darth Malgus as they set the stage for the new powerful Sith fleet led by Darth Revan's Leviathan. So right there, they're saying, boom, here you go. Now, they said, that, hey, here's how, unlock Darth Malgus through Proving Grounds, and this ship will be required for the upcoming Journey Guide Fleet Mastery event for Leviathan, so gather your Sith fleet. And this has everyone in the community panicking that they need to get Darth Malgus, and coincidentally, if we come into the store, you guys look at this, you can get a Darth Malgus whale pack. So look at this. I mean, you could, Darth Malgus, and everybody, and people are buying these left and right. Thinking, oh, I only have a week to get these. Stop. Do not. This is panic mode. Do not panic. First thing to remember: the Leviathan will not be in game until probably the end of June, because they need to get the Fury class interceptor through 3 rounds of conquest, which is roughly 3 months. Right? They need to get you cannot get this ship any other way. So you need to be able to complete conquest, which means 3 iterations of the conquest. Which also means that there are going to be 3 proving grounds between now and the time that ship is available to the public, which means that's 60 additional Malgus shards for free. So don't panic. That's number one. If you're and then on top of that, unless you're 4 million galactic power, unless you're above 4 million galactic power, you can't even do hard mode conquest to earn shards for this ship. So there's that as well, that you can't even, or I shouldn't say you can't earn shards, but you're not going to be able to get this in 3 conquests unless you're above 4 million galactic power and can complete all of the feats, which the data mine feats, for anybody wondering, there's feats around Cal Kestis and Seer, there's feats around winning with Marin, Old Daka, Mother Talzin, 40 wins with unaligned force users, I think 20 with Tuskens. There's sector feats related to Afra, Trench, Cal, Seer. I mean, it's definitely going to be a conquest that's going to be very difficult for players below tip of the spear. Now, here's the other thing, too. Not only do you just need Darth Malgus, because I think this is what's happening, is everybody's freaking out thinking, oh, I need to get Darth Malgus, I need to get Darth Malgus. But then you also need to remember that you need Sith Assassin in her ship. You need Sith Marauder in his ship. We need Darth Revan, right? Which most people have Darth Revan. But then, do you have the ships too, right? I mean, do you have the Sith ships? Darth Maul and his ship. Do you have your Sith fleet at least ready to go? Because a lot of players do not. And then I want to go to I guess we'll start here, right? We're going to go to, actually, let's go to the forums. Let's go back to the forums. Whoops. General discussion. Let's back out one. Oh, you guys can't see my screen, can you? I just realized that. You can't see my screen. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's go to the forums here. Arena, character, and strategy. So when you look on this post, there's also 2 other ships that are missing. So that means that there's 2 other ships coming to the game. Now, assume that one of them goes through Galactic Chase, right? That the developers are nice. They give us a Galactic Chase ship. That's still 5,000 crystals on top of whatever gear that pilot's going to need. And then they're probably going to be another marquee ship, would be my gut assumption. That they're not going to, that there's 2 new ships. This isn't oh, here you go, Leviathan goes here, and then there's 1 more ship. I think it's 2 more crew level ships, and then Leviathan, which is going to be brutal because that means there's 2 other things that you're going to need to gear up. So now, you not only need these guys, Malgus, and the Fury class interceptor, you're then going to need these 2 ships. And then on top of that, whatever the requirements for Leviathan are going to be. And That's crazy. Like, I don't know that people are going through, like, that kind of dawned on me today, that there's going to be all the relic requirements. Think about profundity, right? Had a relic 8 and a relic 9. There's going to be at least that for this, if not more, because it's going to be that meta defining. So here's some data I wanted to show you guys as far as what other characters we could see in here. So when you come down in here, and we're going to go down to the bottom because I found this. So if you're wondering why Sith Assassin was required, it's because there are only 10,000 relic Sith Assassins in the game. 10,000 Sith Assassin relics in the game. To put that in perspective, there are 25,000 relic Jabba the Hutts and only 10,000 relic Sith Assassins. So that's obviously why she's on the list. Now, I theorized that maybe HK-47 could be a relic on this list. I actually don't know that he'll be a pilot because there's 188,000 relic HKs in the game, and that's a lot. Like, that is 188,000. That is a lot of relic HK-47s. And then I started looking down at potential other characters, and I came on Sith Empire Trooper here. There's only 92,000 relic Sith Empire Troopers in the game. And that to me seems like a much more, if I'm Capital Games, I'm looking and saying there's a lot more relic HKs than Sith Empire Troopers. Yes, people who have Sith Empire Trooper are probably going to be able to do this anyway, so we're not going to they'll have an HK as it is. So we want to capitalize on the people who might have HK and not have Sith Empire Trooper. That's where their mindset is, I'm sure. So I think Sith Empire Trooper is a very good shout just because there's so few of his relics comparative to HK-47, who would be that other potential pilot if I had to guess. Like, there's more relic Darth Talons. Whoa. Yeah, there's more relic Darth Talons than there are relic Sith Empire Troopers. So I 1000% think he's a great shout as a pilot. So let's go back into the game. What does all of this mean, right? Why am I telling you don't panic? Why? You guys also have to recognize how difficult those feats are going to be. I was looking through, I don't even think with my roster, I might be able to squeeze out some. And I'm going to make a video. I started creating some stuff here, but before we do that, we got to pay homage to the king. That was a perfect transition. So guys, we need you to like and subscribe, comment down below. Wampa needs to hit Relic 8, all right? Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. If we hit 5,000 subscribers, Wampa hits Relic 8. That's what we want. That's the goal. So please, please, please smash that subscribe button. Leave likes and leave comments. So I do want to mention I am making a video to talk about Conquest and the characters that I would be using to get feats. I myself am probably shooting for box 6. I think that's the most reasonable goal to have. I think anything more than that for me would be a really big stretch where I'd have to really be getting lucky in some feats. And I just don't see that happening. I could be wrong, I just don't see it happening. So that's where we're at. I don't know, guys. I just don't want you to panic and think that you need to be getting Darth Malgus today because there's all these other factors for this ship. And if you panic and you do this, you're going to end up in a horrible situation where you're going to have you'll have this Darth Malgus and then you're not going to have resources for anything else. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below. As always, guys, smash that subscribe button. We want to hit 5,000. I love all of you. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.